A company town, the birth of New Amsterdam. The Dutch West India Company established New Amsterdam in 1624 to capitalize on the fur trade with Native Americans. Strategically located on Manhattan Island, it provided a perfect base for controlling valuable commerce. The island's natural harbor offered a safe haven for ships and access to inland waterways. Giovanni da Verrazzano and Henry Hudson had previously explored the area, alerting the Dutch to its potential. The Dutch West India Company, chartered in 1621, envisioned a vast colonial empire. New Amsterdam was to be a bustling port city, a hub for trade and a gateway to the continent's interior. The company offered incentives to attract settlers, promising land and opportunity. Early settlers came from various backgrounds, driven by dreams of religious freedom and economic prosperity. This mix of motivations shaped the character of New Amsterdam from its earliest days. It was a company town built on the expectation of profit, but also a place of remarkable diversity, a meeting point of cultures where European ambitions collided with New World realities. Beaverskins and wampum, the economics of New Amsterdam. The fur trade was the engine of New Amsterdam's early economy. Dutch merchants traded European goods for beaver pelts from Native American hunters, fueling the growth of New Amsterdam. Beaver fur was in high demand in Europe for hats and coats. However, this trade disrupted traditional Native American ways of life and led to overhunting. The Dutch reliance on Native Americans for furs created complex relationships and conflicts. Beyond fur, the economy diversified over time. Agriculture became increasingly important, with farmers cultivating crops like wheat, barley, and rye. Merchants established shops and businesses, and shipbuilding emerged as a significant industry. The Dutch introduced wampum, beads made from polished shells, as a medium of exchange. Wampum's use spread throughout the colonies, becoming an important part of the colonial economy. New Amsterdam's economy evolved, reflecting its growing diversity and complexity. A tapestry of cultures. Life in early New York. Life in New Amsterdam was vibrant and diverse, shaped by the influx of people from various corners of the world. The Dutch, while dominant, represented only a portion of the city's inhabitants. People from across Europe and beyond arrived, seeking opportunity or fleeing hardship. This melting pot of cultures created a unique social fabric, marked by both cooperation and tension. Religious tolerance was a defining characteristic, attracting settlers from various faiths. The Dutch Reformed Church held a privileged position, but other denominations were generally free to practice their beliefs. The Dutch coexisted with the indigenous Lenape people, though relations were often strained. Social life revolved around family, community, and commerce, with taverns playing a central role. Taverns served as gathering places where people socialized, exchanged news, and conducted business. The city boasted a lively street life, with vendors hawking their wares and children playing amidst the bustle. Despite the challenges of frontier life, the inhabitants created a dynamic society. They laid the foundation for the multicultural metropolis New York City would become. A city of walls and windmills. The built environment of New Amsterdam. New Amsterdam's urban landscape reflected its Dutch heritage and frontier setting. Central to this plan was Fort Amsterdam, located at the southern tip of Manhattan Island. The fort served as the administrative center, military stronghold, and refuge for settlers. Its cannons guarded the harbor, protecting valuable trade. Broadway, originally a Native American trail, became the main thoroughfare. Houses, primarily built of wood, lined the streets, their gabled roofs and Dutch doors evoking the Netherlands. Windmills dotted the skyline, harnessing the wind to grind grain and power industries. The Dutch constructed a defensive wall along what is now Wall Street. Despite its growing prosperity, New Amsterdam remained a frontier settlement, vulnerable to the elements. The city's inhabitants persevered, blending Dutch traditions with the realities of life in North America. The Iron Peg Leg, Peter Stuyvesant, and the fall of New Netherland. Peter Stuyvesant, the last Director General of New Netherland, left an indelible mark on the colony. Arriving in 1647, Stuyvesant was a stern and autocratic ruler, determined to impose order. Known for his peg leg, a result of a wartime injury, Stuyvesant was a formidable presence. He reformed the city's administration, cracked down on smuggling, and attempted to assert greater control. However, his authoritarian style alienated many colonists. English ambitions in North America posed an existential threat to New Netherland. In 1664, English warships appeared in New Amsterdam's harbor, demanding the surrender of the colony. Outnumbered and outgunned, Stuyvesant reluctantly agreed to surrender. The English renamed the city New York, marking the end of Dutch rule. The Dutch era had ended, but its legacy would endure in the city's diverse population and cultural blend. A Dutch legacy, the enduring mark of New Amsterdam. Though New Amsterdam's time as a Dutch colony was brief, its impact on New York City was profound. Many of the city's defining characteristics can be traced back to its Dutch roots. The Dutch established a tradition of tolerance and pluralism, setting the stage for New York's emergence as a global melting pot. The Dutch language left its mark on the city's vocabulary with words like bos, coleslaw, and Santa Claus. Place names like Brooklyn, Harlem, and the Bowery serve as reminders of the city's Dutch past. Architectural remnants of New Amsterdam can still be found, particularly in Lower Manhattan. The city's street grid reflects the original Dutch layout. The Dutch laid the groundwork for their city's rise as a global center of commerce, culture, and innovation. Today, New York City stands as a testament to the enduring impact of its Dutch founders.